Hello and welcome to another episode of Gig and Tell podcast. I'm Tash.
I'm Phil.
And today's episode is going to be First Thought, No Filter. So welcome. Basically, this is going to be a episode where we talk about, we're going to quick fire questions and we're going to say our first thoughts as to what our initial reaction is, all music related, and see what comes out, what comes to our minds first.
Yeah.
So that it's our true, like, this is the first thing we think of.
Yeah.
Instinct.
Yeah. So this list was written a while ago, so I should have forgotten most of the questions. Like I did a bulk planning day where I planned lots of episodes. So that was a couple of months ago now. So I can't remember the questions that are on there. So I'm hoping it should be just as authentic coming from me as well.
Good. Excellent.
So I think what we're going to do is, so that it is both of our thoughts and so that we don't influence each other, is we're going to do like a 1, 2, 3 speak. I think that's going to be the best way to do it. If I had whiteboards, I'd give us whiteboards.
Okay, yeah, that's
but
true.
I don't have them, so I think that's going to be our best way.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. I'm looking forward to it. It's a bit of a fun one.
Yeah, I've got a few kind of like gamey, fun style episodes planned, so
yeah,
we've got some fun ones coming up.
Something a bit different from between our concerts when we don't have any.
Yeah, because we've got a bit of a quieter period.
A bit of a quiet spell, yeah.
And then like 3 in a row again.
Yeah, and then nothing at all.
Yeah. God,
So.
we need some winter tours announced, please.
We do indeed. We do.
My
definitely.
bank account doesn't though.
I know.
Okay, are we ready for the first quick fire question?
I am. I'm trying really hard not to spill this tea.
I'm trying really hard not to look at the questions. It's going to be really hard to just read one of them because, like, when I'm reading a book or whatever, I'm someone who, like, I can't help my eyes from skimming the whole page.
Could never be me.
So this is going to be really hard to just read one and refrain from the rest, but I'm going to do my best.
Okay.
Keep it. So yeah, it's going to be hard because it's, don't even think about it, just I'm going to read the question and go 1, 2, 3, speak.
This is hard for someone that never speaks on impulse. Like, I always overthink everything.
Yeah.
So this will be difficult for me, but okay.
I'm hoping maybe we've been asked some of these questions enough times that it might be...
We might have even addressed some of them on the pod.
Yeah,
before.
Probably.
But
right. Shall we?
Yes, let's go. Let's dive in.
First question. Best gig you've ever been to? 1, 2, 3, Paramore.
Bring Me the Horizon.
That was really hard. I've gone with one that I have said so many times.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So we've got Paramore for me. I think, I mean, every time I've seen Paramore has been amazing, but I think that first time we saw them for the After Laughter album,
yeah,
like they put on such a show. Hayley Williams is such a vibe dancing around, and we just had a great time as well.
Yeah, true.
Just
true.
all of us at the back, just having a little pie.
Very true.
What was so great about Bring Me?
Honestly, the crowd and the atmosphere and the vibes. It's the first thing that came to my head. I don't know if I would say it was my favourite. I'm thinking of like the last Water Parks gig, which I'd definitely put above it, but it's the first thing that came to my mind was like the surge of the crowd and how the energy from the crowd and the way they performed. Ollie Sykes is always perfect. So it is definitely up there. It was a very good concert, specifically the one in Cardiff that we went to.
Yeah. It's so hard, this first thought thing.
It's so
like,
difficult.
When you actually think about it, you start to go, but look at how much fun we had at McFly at Warwick Castle and Simple Plan for supporting Avril Lavigne.
Avril Lavigne is like...
there's so many good ones. This is going to be
Barcelona.
just immediately on the first one, I'm like, damn, am I actually saying the right answer?
Oh no, yeah. Don't take these as gospel.
Yeah, this is the fun of it. We might come out with ones that we don't necessarily... If we actually thought about, we might not necessarily.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
True. That's the whole point of the game.
Yeah. Okay, next one. Worst gig you've ever been to? 3, 2, 1, coin.
New Hope Club.
I knew that you were going to say New Hope Club for that one.
New
I
Hope
remember
Club,
you
man.
actually coming back disappointed.
I have never. I think that's the only gig that I've been like, that was bad. Like, I could have left partway through. And it was the first time, like, we've loved seeing New Hope Club live supporting the Vamps. It's the first time I'd seen them doing their own gig. Me and Jazz went together, and it was the first gig out of COVID, so everything felt a bit weird.
Yeah, things were very strange.
It felt so weird.
Coming out of COVID.
Yeah, the whole vibe was different. I don't think we weren't wearing face masks still at the concert. You didn't have to wear a face mask.
You didn't have to. I think because if I'm going to my first gig post-COVID, it was the Vamps Cherry Blossom tour, and most people had face masks on, but it wasn't
compulsory.
Yeah, it wasn't regulated.
Yeah.
It was just where like.
But
do
the
what you
whole
feel
crowd
comfortable.
there was just weird, and there was a strange feeling in the air. Everyone was really quiet. No one had really interacted in months, and we were like, "What's
Yeah.
going on?" It was in the September, so it was really fresh out of it, really, because I think we
Yeah.
could start socialising again in the July.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
but at a distance.
I think I'd be really torn if, like, because if you asked me my least favourite Vamp show, it's like, well, in terms of the actual show, that Cherry Blossom one was probably my least favourite, but it's my favourite album, it's my favourite songs, so it would be really hard to say it, but it was just, like, the post-COVID vibe was so strange.
So weird. No one knew how to be. And to be fair, the whole crowd for New Hope Club was, like, really, like, young and immature.
Yeah. Gigs post-COVID have changed anyway, I think a lot due to TikTok.
Probably, yeah.
And I do hate some of the crowds, but it was also just no one quite knew how to be, not even necessarily for lack of gig experience, but just because of
not socialising for months.
Not doing it for so long.
Sorry, yeah, you go on. You said
I said Coin simply because thinking of one that I would be like, oh, that was the worst, that was awful, is impossible. I can't think of any that I've been to and actually been genuinely disappointed, but Coin were just, they were alright.
Coin did disappoint me because I'd already seen them supporting. Again, this seems to keep happening, like, because I said the same thing about New Hope Club, but I'd seen them support and they were amazing, and then we saw Coin, and I was like, really sad because I'd hyped them up to you, being like they were so good when we saw them supporting 5 Seconds of Summer, and then I feel like we went and I was like, I'm disappointed. I felt ashamed that I'd told you. That's my kit number 1. I felt ashamed that I told you how amazing, top tier, 10 out of 10 they were live, and then I saw them and was very underwhelmed.
Yeah. Like, I feel like I just don't remember it, so that's going to be bottom of my list.
Fair enough.
Number 3, most overrated artist live. 3, 2, 1. Avenged Sevenfold.
Avenged Sevenfold?
Now.
Are you joking me? I thought you really liked them.
Now, I think it was just the one I went to.
Okay.
Because even mum and dad, like, they'd seen them before and said how amazing they were, and even they saw this show and went,
Oh, really?
The performance just, I think I might have addressed it before, like, they had a new drummer who I don't think is with them anymore. I think it was a bit rocky, and like, Matt Shadows was literally, like, after one of the songs, literally, like, had a go at the drummer on stage.
Shit.
And was like, can you try and be on time? Like, try and be in time with the song kind of thing. And it was fine, but I think I'd heard how amazing they were from mum and dad with the previous show. And then, like I say, this was a really tough one because everyone I've seen has been amazing, but I think that was maybe a one-off.
Yeah.
That it wasn't my favourite album that they've released.
Yeah.
And there was just something, like, it felt like that chemistry and that connection maybe wasn't quite strong enough on that show.
Fair enough.
I don't know. So that's what I've gone with.
That's a good answer. I've gone New Hope Club because I was disappointed by them.
Yeah.
And I just think the people that really stand for, like, the Vamps and New Hope Club and that kind of thing really stand for them and, like, are, like, hardcore fangirls. And, yeah, I was just really let down.
Yeah.
I thought that I was disappointed by the hype around them, and then I got there and I just didn't think it was that great.
Yeah.
Do you know who I thought potentially could have been on your list for that? Jonas Brothers.
I never even thought about the Jonas Brothers.
Because I loved when we went to see the Jonas Brothers, but I know that you were like...
Yeah. The thing is, that was more just my lack of Jonas Brothers knowledge. It wasn't them.
Okay, so you don't, like, think they gave a bad performance, it's just that you didn't know the songs very well.
Yeah, like, their performance was really good. They kept the crowd engaged. They performed very well. It just was like, oh, I don't know as many Jonas Brothers songs as I thought I would.
Fair enough. Also, the Vamps were playing in Birmingham the same night, so a bit biased that we were going, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, because it wasn't supposed to be that date, was it? The
No,
Jonas
they
Brothers
changed
had been rescheduled, and then it was rescheduled to the same date as the Vamp show, but the Vamp show hadn't been announced yet.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if it was like, oh, we're rescheduling the date and you can change it if you need to, like you can, well, not change, you can refund it if you need to, I probably would have.
I wouldn't have, because we were already seeing the Vamps did a couple of Birmingham dates, and we'd already seen the Vamps at this point.
They did 3 shows in Birmingham that tour, so we saw them
3?
twice.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So we already saw them twice. The third one ended up being on the same day as the Jonas Brothers, and you still would have gone, I'll see the Vamps again for the 3rd time rather than see the Jonas Brothers.
Knowing that I didn't know any of the Jonas Brothers songs, yeah.
No way. No way.
My value for money, the Vamps tickets, half the price of the Jonas Brothers one.
It felt sad because they're our boys,
Yeah.
and we knew that
We
they
never
were
missed a
literally down the
Birmingham show.
road
Yeah.
playing. We never miss it. Yeah, that must have been the first Birmingham show we've ever not been to.
There's been ones that, like I know that there was when Rosie was at uni, we went to one night in Birmingham all together, and she went to a night with a friend that we didn't go to. But there's always been one of us.
Yeah.
Like
one of our group.
When Jazz went to one of the FanFest shows that we didn't, there's always been one of us there.
Yeah.
So the fact that none of us were there for this Birmingham show was just wrong.
So that did put a bit of a downer on the Jonas Brothers night.
Yeah,
because
I was looking at
we
the
literally
time,
were going,
yeah.
They're going to be coming on stage any second now, the Vamps are.
We knew exactly what song they'd be playing at which point. Like, we were looking at the time.
Because we'd already seen the tour, yeah.
And we were just like, oh, they'll be playing...
Yeah.
I can't even remember what songs they'll be playing Smile right now. And the fact that they were playing Smile and the old songs and Jack and stuff, like, we were like, oh.
I know. But yeah, I mean, I loved the Jonas Brothers, but I know that you were like all the way through.
But that wasn't, like I've took this more as like they're overrated in their performance, and I don't think they were. I think their performance lived up to the hype.
Fair enough.
It was just my own fault for not knowing half the songs.
Fair enough. Respect that. Respect that.
Okay, next we have the opposite. We have the most underrated artist live.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Emma Blackery.
Waterparks. Emma Blackery surprises me because I don't think that her voice is very strong.
Are you kidding? Scream along to Villains Part 2. Now, the first couple of times I saw her, I'd agree with you.
Okay.
But that last time I saw her, like, the way that her vocals have improved and the, like, power behind her performance. And she's just someone I don't hear anyone talk about.
True.
Like, I feel like everyone else has that high rating, you know what I mean? She's one of the smaller ones that I'm like,
Fair enough.
There's
Fair
so
enough,
many
I suppose.
we see so many smaller artists, there's so many that could go on that list.
Yeah.
As it is. Do you know, I don't think Lolo's underrated because I think, like, the way that people do talk about Lolo shows, I think she gets fair, like, amazing feedback. But New Rules, like, there's so many artists we do see that are definitely underrated.
I agree.
It's very hard to pick one.
Yeah, 100%. And I just have to say Waterparks because not everyone's heard of them and not many people go, but they're like my favourite band in the whole world, so.
They're another band that I feel like when I've mentioned them to people that do know that music scene, I get the same kind of reaction as the Vamps. They're still going. Because people obviously heard Stupid For You and like the old ones that were really popular. And they don't necessarily realise they're still going because they're not high up on the scene. So that's a good one.
Thank you.
That's
Thank
a good
you very
one.
much. Thanks.
So next we have Song That Hits Harder Live. 3, 2, 1. Hurricane.
Villains Part 2.
Yeah. Villains Part 2 hits hard.
It
no matter
hits
what.
hard anyway, but yeah, live is like next level.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what as well? Drown by Bring Me the Horizon. Oh, literally kill me now.
Kill Me Now, it's so good. Fair.
And Follow You.
I
Spit my D everywhere, but And Follow You by Bring Me the Horizon.
I went for Hurricane because that moment.
That's so true.
That moment. Hurricane by the Vamps, obviously. They had to get an answer in here somewhere, didn't they?
Yes.
When we saw them on the Greatest Hits tour on that first night in Manchester and we did not know the set list at all.
Man.
And Hurricane started playing. There's just never been a feeling like it, and I hope they keep that on the set list forever.
I know. Literally, because it is such a random song to just pluck
I feel
from
like
their
they'd
whole
never really
discography.
addressed it. I feel like
No?
they'd never really addressed that song since it was released.
It's literally like them playing Kung Fu Fighting.
Yeah.
It's so fucking random.
Yeah.
It's
'Cause
so
it was
random.
another one done for a film. It was for Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day. Longest title in the world.
I'm impressed you can always remember exactly what it is, because I can never.
Oh, the vamp's right. So.
Well,
But yeah, that I'd forgotten about that song. It had been a bit overplayed probably. Like it was just one that had never really massively hit.
and then it literally ended up being like, it's up there with my favourite Vamp songs now, purely because
It's not a skip anymore.
literally that first night in Manchester when that started playing, we were all on such a high, because it was the first night of the tour as well.
Yeah.
Like, no one, they hadn't played to anyone else yet, so the set list was unannounced.
Well,
I remember our friend saying that they'd like found a
had leaked it.
screenshot of like an accidental leak of the set list,
Yeah.
like written down in
So
the background of a photo.
the Vamps posted a video of their rehearsal, and the set list is literally like stuck to like a stand.
There you go.
I had refused to look at it. I was
Me
aware
too.
of what it was.
But they said it was blurry, so they couldn't quite make out what things were. But they thought they had
They
an idea
changed
of
a couple as well.
Okay.
They changed a couple, I think.
Okay,
If I remember
that.
correctly.
I don't remember.
Like I think after it got leaked, they were like, "Oh, let's change a couple
Let's
now."
change some
Yeah.
things around.
I think, if I'm remembering correctly, that is what happened.
Fair enough. Because I think that the first night we saw them, they played one, and then the rest of the tour, we saw them a couple of times
Shout
on that
about it.
tour. They didn't play it at all. Like, they just cut it. They didn't replace it. They just cut it.
Their
The set was like too long or something. I don't know.
it was their slow section was too long. They did like 3 slow songs in a row, I think, and I think they cut Shout About It out after the first night. So I was very glad we went to that.
Yeah, we did.
I feel like
yeah.
first and last night are a must. Like if you're going to go to multiple shows on a tour, first and last are the ones that you want to do.
The ones to be at, for
Yeah.
sure. But yeah, when Hurricane hit, literally we were all just like on a next level high. We're like, from down in bed today. And it just like,
Yeah.
it felt like absolute peak of my life.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
that's a great
Yeah.
shout. Mm-hmm.
Nothing's given me that feeling
Yeah.
since. So next we have a song that disappointed live.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Volcano.
Teenage Dream.
Wow.
'Cause she didn't
Yeah.
play it all the way through.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, the half played Katy Perry song
Half.
was such a good
Honestly,
shout.
I could say Teenage Dream, Hot and Cold, whatever the fuck you want to say. What's the other one?
California
Friday
Girls,
Night,
I think.
whatever that
Yeah.
is, TGIF, California Girls. All of her greatest songs were cut in half, if not a quarter,
Yeah.
which
it was,
is
like,
very
sick.
disappointing for
Yeah.
me. Thank you very much. You?
So
What did you say? Volcano?
I said Volcano by the Vamps. It was a disappointing live because I don't like the song anyway.
Okay.
I was torn whether to say Volcano or Windmills, to be honest. Because
That's a good shout of not a song that you thought would be good that disappointed, but just that you were disappointed they played it because you wouldn't have chose it on the set list. That is a great spin on that question. I did not have enough time to think about that as a factor.
Yeah.
Fair.
I just remember being at that show and just being like, "Where is the song still
Out of
going?
all the songs, why are you
When
still
are we
playing
on the
this?
next song?"
Yeah, fair enough.
Like,
Fair enough.
next one is the best crowd you've been in.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
All
State
time low.
Champs.
Okay. Okay.
I've seen State Champs twice.
Mhm.
Never had a bad crowd. I know it's only twice. I plan on seeing them again if they play Birmingham again.
Yeah.
But never disappoint. Like the crowd goes off a lot, like as it is. To be fair, like it's just very, everyone just goes for it. I've never come out of a State Champs show without bruises.
Yeah. Oh, to be honest, it's so difficult because I pretty much love all the crowds that we go and. No, that's probably a stretch.
There's some that I've been like, I should have been seated for this.
Yeah, it is hard. It is hard, but like, if we've travelled for it, I've enjoyed the crowd.
Yeah,
Let's just put it that way.
yeah. Not in Birmingham.
Yeah, but like, Bring Me the Horizon, All Time Low in Cardiff, both fantastic. Avril Lavigne in Cardiff, fantastic. Oh,
think-
actually, was Avril Lavigne with the guy? Or
There was
that
a
different
girl at Avril Lavigne that was
yeah,
wasted.
that was wasted. Yeah, maybe not that.
This is why I said State Champs, because Birmingham crowds to go off that way
Yeah,
is
impressive.
pretty impressive.
Nice.
Really?
And I would say water parks crowds, but actually, I think that some of them can be really rude.
Next is the worst crowd you've been in.
Okay.
3, 2, one. Henry
Katy
Moody.
Perry.
Yeah, that's valid. That's valid.
Immediately. Oh, fuck
Yeah,
yeah.
Katy Perry. I'm sorry, everyone was either
Other than the girls,
wasted or
the
stoned.
younger girls that were by us.
I'm still not convinced they weren't a little bit drunk, to be honest.
I agree, but I think they were lovely, and like they
Yeah.
offered to take a photo for us, and
Yeah.
and like they were nice.
Yeah, but my God, the rest of the pit were either drunk or stoned.
Yeah, man,
Like,
it was rough.
That was a bad pit.
It was a
For sure.
bad place
Yeah.
in the crowd to be, but the concert amazing. But
Yeah. I said Henry Moody because I remember just being like, oh.
I'm surprised you didn't say the Vamps Amsterdam.
Well, that was a whole issue.
We can't blame the crowd as such.
It was a little bit on the
the
crowd.
staff.
It was a little bit on the venue and the security.
And the one person in the crowd that decided they couldn't leave the room.
Yeah.
Before being sick.
On us. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That was rough.
I mean, I feel like if you say someone threw up on us at a concert, that should definitely be the worst crowd.
Yeah.
Surely.
Yeah. It's so like the first thought
thing is
hard
really difficult because then you go, oh, actually no, I was literally thrown up on.
Yeah.
that's pretty rough.
I mean, to be fair, there's a part of me that could kind of say any of the kind of newer, the artists that are popular with the younger people, especially when it's a lot of slow songs. Like I said, Alex Warren, it was rough being down on the floor because so many people were passing out, which was a lot of the issue with Amsterdam. A lot of people were either being sick or passing out. That was a big problem there. It was a big problem at Lizzie McAlpine as well. But Henry Moody, I think there was a bit of that, but there was a lot of, I don't know how to say it other than just 12-year-old girls.
Yeah.
And we were just a little bit too old to be down in that pit, really, weren't we?
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh, like everyone like freaking out because his family's up on the balcony. And I know that we've all been there.
Yeah, we have.
Oh, I was too old to be there.
Yeah.
That was my issue.
I know what you mean. And to be fair, there's been some really bad crowds for like people pushing and like where like our friend, because we cannot, but our friend has had to say, do you fucking mind? Like,
yeah.
You don't need to elbow me the entire time we're stood here just to get like an inch closer.
I've had people do that where they elbow through the middle of the group, and I'm like, if you want to push through, can you not push through
divide
in
us
between my friend group?
Yeah.
Like, you can see we're together. We're all looking at each other and talking. We're in a circle, crying out loud.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, some people, man.
Yeah, I know.
Some people.
So inconsiderate sometimes, but
yeah.
Anyway. Next.
Let's try again. Next one. Okay. Artist you'd see again instantly.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Water parks. I'm going to agree with you there because I would have come to Bristol with you if it wasn't for my situation at work at the time.
That's fair.
And I'm so hyped for
the next tour,
the next album. And
I'll see them every time they come to the UK.
Yeah. They're another one that the crowd doesn't disappoint as well.
Yeah.
It's a good crowd.
I've just lied because they did come to the UK for a festival and then played that Intimate London show last year and I didn't go. So maybe not every time they come to the UK, but every time they tour the UK,
yeah, proper tour,
I will be going. I will be going for sure. So yeah, 100% over and over again. The Vamps Water Parks.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to not say the Vamps for every answer because there are a lot of answers because we've seen them so many times. So there's a lot of options.
Yeah, true.
And they're usually my first thought anyway, no matter what the question is. What do you want for dinner? The Vamps. Next we have artist you wouldn't rush to see again.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Lewis Capaldi.
That's fair.
I feel like I've done it.
Second tour. Yeah.
I saw him. It was a bit slow. His voice was very good, and I'm just like, okay, you had your time. I enjoyed it while I was there, and I just don't feel the need to come and see you again.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. Helps that he doesn't release much at the moment as well. Maybe if he released something that you really loved, you'd change your tune.
Don't get me wrong. I'd love to see I'm Not Ready.
Yeah.
Because he hadn't released that when we went to see him.
I thought he played that.
Forget Me.
Did he play it when he hadn't released it yet? Because he played some new ones he hadn't released yet. I thought he played Forget Me.
Maybe he played it when we didn't know it then, because
Yeah.
that would make sense. I wouldn't remember it because I
Yeah,
didn't know
I
it.
feel like you played.
But I'd like to belt
Yeah.
Forget Me. But other than that, no. I
Yeah.
wouldn't be itching to go and see him again. Is how I feel about him.
Fair
So, yeah.
enough.
Who did you say?
Justin Bieber.
Oh yeah.
That's just a personal thing. Where
At the moment, with the hype around Justin Bieber after
Yeah,
Coachella,
it's
this is a
probably a
brave
really-
thing to say.
probably a really terrible. I've upset so many people have unfollowed right now. Out of the not many people.
We can't afford to lose them.
It's just personal preference. It's just how people have their rebellious phase as a teenager. Justin Bieber was my rebellious phase because we were raised on rock music. Justin Bieber was my rebellious phase. I liked his Believe album, and that was about it. I haven't listened to anything since.
Fair enough.
We saw him on the Believe tour. He was very good. Don't know any of his new stuff, so I don't think I'd rush to.
See him again.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I understand.
Yeah.
He's a big artist as well, where everyone that goes absolutely adores him. He's really hard to get tickets for. So I understand that if you don't really love him that much, that the crowd would probably be a bit overwhelming as well.
And expensive.
And it is expensive. Yeah.
He's an expensive one to see if you're not one of the people that adores him.
That's a fair answer. Yeah.
There is a final 3-part quickfire round that is hot takes.
Hot takes. Okay, interesting. I'm intrigued.
Artist everyone loves but you don't.
Ooh, okay.
3, 2, 1.
Billie
Chapel Roan.
Eilish.
Feel like we went for similar vibes there.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Yeah, Billie Eilish, I respect her. I think that as a person, from what I've seen of clips of her, she seems very down to earth, very genuine, very lovely. Isn't that funny? Because she's got a song called Lovely. Anyway, but her music is just really not my vibe.
just
I
not for
would
you.
not be interested in going and listening to her music, really.
Yeah.
It's just not a bit of me.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I feel like
Her aesthetic, her whole image, I'm I really root for you, but I'm just not in that lane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would have said I ghost root for you because she always has ghost roots. I feel like I maybe wasn't all that controversial in saying Chapel Roan. I feel like she is a bit of a marmite. I feel like a lot of people really respect some of the things that she's done and said, but I also don't respect some of the things she's done and said.
Yeah, she's really I think that maybe how she feels is relevant, but the way she goes about it is wrong.
Yeah.
Is kind of how I feel about Chapel Roan.
But I think it's dependent on the situation for some of them, because a lot of people at award shows and stuff this year have said how different the paparazzi were.
Yeah.
Since Chapel Roan said what she said last year.
I know Sabrina said that, didn't she?
Yeah.
On the red carpet.
Yeah, but there's been some things she said that I don't agree with, and her music's not particularly for me either.
Fair.
Don't get me wrong, I've enjoyed some covers of it. Brad doing Hot to Go.
Yeah.
And Adam does Hot to Go as well with Becky, and you know what I mean?
I forget that that's Chapel Roan, if I'm honest. I
yeah,
don't listen to that
I
one,
don't associate that one with Chapel Roan, but her music's not for me. She really isn't for me.
Fair.
So yeah, she's mine.
Fair enough. I like it.
A song you're sick of hearing live.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Somebody
Wild
to
Heart.
You.
Oh yeah, Somebody to You is the worst.
Wild
actually.
Heart over Somebody to You. Somebody to You. I'm so sorry,
No,
the
I
Vamps, but
agree.
please relieve me.
No, absolutely. I think I delete that song so hard in my head that it wouldn't come to my mind. You know what I mean?
I have to do everything that I can to try and make that song entertaining at this point. We're 25 times seeing them in, and I'm okay, I cannot listen to this song again.
Yeah, and it's always the last one. And it's
I do understand that it is a very big hit of theirs.
Yeah.
And to be honest, if you mention the Vamps, anyone to anyone that's not in the Vamp scene, they'll go straight to Cecilia and Somebody to You.
Yeah.
But I just do not like it.
Yeah.
Just
it's
don't.
so overplayed, and to be fair, I think I panicked saying Wild Heart then, because actually it's one that I skip every time, but live,
it's
kind of a bop.
Yeah.
As long as they don't do it slow. There was a few years where they did Wild Heart slow, and I was
true.
like, oh,
Don't like that. Yeah, true.
but no, yeah, Somebody to You, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I changed my answer. Can I do it?
It's hard doing the quick fire because
Yeah.
you
You don't
they're
have
not
time to weigh all the
necessarily things that
options.
you do actually believe.
Yeah, it's a panic answer.
Yeah, it is.
Final question, the final hot
Okay.
take.
Okay.
A show that didn't live up to the hype. 3, 2, 1. Lizzie McAlpine.
McFly versus Busted.
Ooh, yeah.
Lizzie McAlpine, why?
I think the way she was amazing.
Okay.
She is incredible
Yeah.
as a singer and as a performer, and she had a full live band. We know I love it.
Mhm.
I was hyped about the way she was doing it when she'd said, I was a bit unsure about the no support act thing, but when she said no support acts, I want to come on early and go home early. She didn't have a support act, but she still made us wait 3 hours. She still did not come out early.
And
People were
therefore you
passing
did
out
not
left,
go
right,
home
and
early.
centre. And
How boring. Are you joking?
she is, like, all of her songs are slow, or like most of them are pretty slow, and she wouldn't play any old ones. Like,
Yeah, no,
she
don't rate
was-
that one bit.
She was like, I know that it's all what you guys want to hear, but it doesn't reflect me anymore, and I want to play the new stuff and the things that
I just
really
think if you're gonna
reflect me
fucking not do
now.
it, don't address it. Just be like, I'm not doing it, and that's the end of it. Like, you
Yeah.
don't have to address it and explain yourself because you've pissed me off. Saying,
Yeah.
I know you want to hear it, but it's not me. Fuck off then.
Yeah.
Honestly, I just think if you're not gonna do it, don't address it.
Yeah. So that's what I'm going with. Like, she, as a performer, is incredible, but to get, I think the only old one she did was Ceilings. But to only get that and then just the new album.
I said McFly versus Busted because the hype around it was that it was going to be this whole versus thing, which I've done we've done a whole episode about on the pod, and I went on a bit of a rant then. But I just think that they'd hyped it up to be this massive, only one will survive McFly versus Busted thing, and then they did not. Like, and McFly are really known, I think, for putting on a great show, and like when we've seen them in arenas, they've had like the screens and the theatrics around it, and there just wasn't any of it. And I thought that I was really ready for like a McFly like game show thing, and we just didn't get it, and I was just a bit disappointed by that.
Absolutely, yeah. Like the McBusted shows that we saw when they had like the DeLorean that came down and all these like insane things, and then there was just I do think it didn't help with McFly versus Busted that it was the first show, they were missing James.
100%.
Like they hadn't had time to adjust to the fact that they didn't have James, and I do think that was definitely something that maybe brought the level down a little bit. But I absolutely agree, the show
itself, they didn't prepare it to be this whole.
It wasn't actually like a battle.
No, it wasn't.
There was a bit of like trash talking in between.
And they did do the like Dougie on one side, Matt on one side kind of thing. But I just think they needed more script about it and more like screens about it. Or
only
like,
because the way it had been advertised, if it was just McFly and Busted.
This is what I mean though. Like it was hyped up to be, like it was advertised to be this big thing. Only one band will survive. It's official, McFly or Busted, because of the whole feud that's been going on for years. That is like a fake feud, but like. All of that like hype around it to then get there and it not really feel like it was a battle at all was just a bit, and nothing against their performances, because we've said 1,000 times we're the biggest McFly stans. Like they do they perform amazing. They put on the best shows.
The chemistry on stage.
Busted did as well.
Yeah.
But just the chemistry on stage, just outstanding. 10 out of 10. Could not complain about it. But it was just the way that it was advertised to be something that it just wasn't.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah. Which is, what didn't live up to the hype.
Yeah. Didn't live up to the hype.
Yeah, that's fair.
Thank you. I don't like ending on a negative though. I feel like I don't like complaining.
Having hot takes at the end was probably a terrible idea. Shall we do the same but opposite? What show did live up to the hype?
Yes.
Okay.
Please.
3, 2, 1. Green
Harry
Day.
Styles.
Yes.
Oh my god, what a vibe Harry
Even
Styles
from
was.
restricted view, Harry Styles was so good.
Everyone was having the best time.
Yeah.
We got proper dressed up for it. We travelled down to London. Even when we were walking back and our feet were hurting and we couldn't get an Uber and we were in the middle of the nowhere in the dark and we thought we were going to die, we were still having a good time. Like, I just had the best night ever. And it was just amazing. And that was hyped up so much because obviously Harry Styles is an icon.
Yeah.
And it was just amazing. 10 out of 10.
Absolutely.
Amazing.
Absolutely.
And who did you say, sorry?
Green Day.
Green Day.
Now, I do wish with Green Day we were more in the crowd. I do wish we were more in the atmosphere. We weren't really in the atmosphere, but seeing them American Idiot and Dookie anniversary tour, seeing the two best Green Day albums in full
Yeah.
as someone who was too young to have seen them the first time around, was miraculous. There is no
Yeah.
other word I can use to explain that. But their performance was spot on. Like,
Yeah.
they sounded exactly like the songs.
Yeah.
You couldn't fault the performance.
Not at all. And they
At
played,
all.
like you say, my favourite
Yeah.
Green Day songs ever.
And then still doing some hits at the end as well. 2 full albums and hits at the end as well.
Yeah.
Was insane. They were a band that I had wanted to see my entire life, hadn't got to see until last year before last, 24, wasn't it? That one?
Yeah.
Don't know how I haven't seen them at that point in the 11 years I've been listening, or probably longer that I've been
I'd had
listening
the
to them at that
opportunity to
point.
go twice. I think Megan invited me and Mo invited me on separate occasions, and I didn't. And
It's
I don't
just
know why.
always been too far and too expensive.
Yeah.
Like, I think Mo last time went to one in Scotland, didn't she? And I was like, because she asked
Maybe, I
me,
don't
and I
know.
was like, I can't afford that. But yeah, it was everything I wished it could be. I do just wish we'd been more in the atmosphere, because it was a little bit far back in a ground like that, because it was like a cricket stadium.
Mm-hmm.
It was a bit quiet, probably, from where we were.
Yeah.
And we just weren't quite in the atmosphere I wish we had been. But
We were also
next
with
time
the
they come
parents
back.
that can't really do middle of the crowd. Like,
yeah,
I don't think that Mum and Sue would have enjoyed it as much if we were
yeah.
right in it.
And I loved what we had there at the back. We had our space, and
Yeah.
you know what I mean? We had our space where we were all together, and we weren't crushed and unable to get to each other or whatever. But I would love to see Green Day.
It was
in the
really
atmosphere.
expensive to get the barrier forward as well, because my friend also went, and she was trying to get tickets with me and my friends, but we'd said we're getting like the unreserved area, and she was like, no, I want like front pit, which front pit's not even like the very front bit, it's like just the front area. Like,
it was the issue of it being announced that year. We had Harry Styles, Green Day,
Avril
Lavigne. There were some huge ones that year. Foo Fighters. Yeah, there were some massive ones that year. So it was just like the money situation, wasn't it? Whereas when there was front pit tickets to My Chemical Romance, and My Chemical Romance and Green Day, they're the same level for me. I love them both so much. But when My Chemical Romance tickets came out, there wasn't that
price difference.
Yeah, like there wasn't 1,000 other shows being announced at the same time.
Oh, true.
So
you could afford that.
Yeah, and I was like, there's no, especially after being ill last time I saw them, I needed to make up for that.
Fair enough.
There was no way I wasn't getting front pit tickets.
I actually I love Green Day. I like My Chemical Romance, and I actually couldn't. I was like, I can't bring myself to pay the amount that you were willing to pay. So my mummy covered it for me.
Well, Dad had offered a budget, if you remember. Dad had said, I'll pay up to this much.
Yeah.
And I said, well, and me and Mum both wanted front pit tickets.
Yeah.
And I said, well, if I have to cover, like, if Mum's happy to cover hers, which she was, I was like, if I cover the difference, if he was saying I'll pay 100 and it was 140, I was like, well, if I cover the 40 for mine and the 40 for yours for us to get front pit, that's still cheaper than the whole ticket would have cost just me, without Dad paying the amount that he did.
Fair enough. So
no matter what, I was going to get front pit.
Yeah.
And he did in the end say he would cover it.
Fair enough.
But I was like,
thank you.
yeah, I'm so grateful to have the family
Our
that we
parents,
do, who understand how important music is, and they don't want us to not go because we can't afford it.
So privileged.
But I could afford it. I wanted it, and I would have paid it.
Yeah.
I'm not going because Dad's paid for it. I would have paid for it. It's just really nice. I'm very lucky that he is able to do that.
I'm looking forward to it. It'll be a good one to review that. This has been a fun episode, something a little bit different. I've enjoyed it. We should get some more episodes like this, and let us know if you've enjoyed it or if you have any questions that you want us to answer, etc. obviously, but I think that this has been really fun. I've enjoyed this one. Very nice. So thank you again for watching another video. We really appreciate all your support. If you want to find us on socials, you can just search us at Gig and Tell Podcast on everything and you'll find us. So yeah, thank you very much for watching another week, and we'll see you next Thursday with a brand new video.
Bye.